all the time when people come into town, they're like, Bree, where should I go? Bree, what should I do? Bree, what are the most popular spots in Atlanta? And listen. I got y'all, okay? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another edition of As Told by Bree. I am, of course, Bree, and listen. All the time when people come into town, they're like, Bree, where should I go? Bree, what should I do? Bree, what are the most popular spots in Atlanta? And listen. I got y'all, okay? This is gonna be the one-stop shop for everything bars, lounges, clubs, speakeasies, cigar lounges, strip clubs, A to Z, Atlanta A to Z, you name it, it's gonna be right here in this video when it comes to nightlife. So without further ado, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, y'all, so I made a list, okay? I made some notes for us, okay? Okay, so we're gonna start with the lounges, okay? So first and foremost, we have Sweet Lounge, and that's downtown. Sweet Lounge kind of borders that lounge club vibe, but you can go to Sweet Lounge on like a Wednesday, like a random Wednesday, and get their crowd listening karaoke, or you can go turn up on the weekend and be like at the club, like standing on couches types of vibes. So Sweet Lounge, you have Siva's, which is super popular, Escobar, which is honestly and truly more of like a tourist spot. Like Escobar is one of those places where people from out of town like to go. Like, I don't know if people who live in Atlanta really go to Escobar. It's 2 chain spots. A lot of people like to come to Atlanta to go there to like see what the hype is about, etc. You can also go to hotel lobbies, okay? Don't sleep on these hotel lobbies, okay? Like, the W has some really good hotel lobbies. Like, they have bars there, and then they also have a rooftop lounge at the one in Buckhead. It's called Whiskey Blue. So definitely check out the W Buckhead's rooftop sky lounge. Definitely a vibe. Definitely more grown and sexy, though. Okay. So you have Blue and Pasha and Copper Cove. Those are all in about the same area out in, like, Buckhead, Lindbergh area. And very mixy, like especially Blue and Pasha, like they're very popular. Blue used to be super chill, but now it's like, people go there to be seen. But let me tell you, Blue, okay, you gotta get to Blue, depending on what type of vibe you want, okay? You gotta get to Blue kind of early, because with Blue, if you get there after 9 o'clock, you're not even sitting down unless you're getting a bottle, and well, unless you're getting a section, and they start at $1,000. So if that's not type of time you on when you go to Blue, you need to go around happy hour around 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock, okay? Thank me later. Pasha is similar, right down the street from Blue. Very bougie, very mixy, owned by the same company or people, whatever. Copper Cove is more for like the cool, hip crowd. Like you'll go in there and you'll see like artwork of different hip hop artists. Like I think they have a picture of Biggie in there. They have like the LED neon lights with the cute little sayings and stuff. But yeah, Copper Cove is popular. That's another spot where you have to catch it when it comes to timing, because like who likes to wait? Like honestly, who likes to wait? Okay. So, Whiskey Mistress. Listen, Whiskey Mistress might be in my personal top 5 places to go in Atlanta. Whiskey Mistress is definitely more of like a grown and sexy bar / lounge, and it's out in Buckhead, 3 floors, and they always have different events going on. Like sometimes they'll do live music. I know that they had an Atlanta Cigar Week event there. Like there's always something going on at Whiskey. It's definitely more of the more mature professional crowd that hangs out at Whiskey. I love Whiskey. Like I don't think I've ever gone to Whiskey Mistress and had a bad time. This next spot that I'm talking about has 2 locations. So Crew Lounge, and you may have seen people on their Instagram stories at Crew. Crew is really popular right now. They have one on Peter Street and then one on Glen Iris. It's super tiny though. Like listen, Crew is tiny. So moving right along into the Edgewood area. So in Edgewood, you have Harold's Chicken and Ice Bar, which is like a restaurant, but it's very loungy. Like anywhere in Atlanta, you can pretty much go and get you a little hookah, grab some drinks, hear great music. And then on top of that, Harold's has the chicken. Harold's is known for their chicken, originated in Chicago. So definitely check out Harold's. That's a go-to spot for most people. And then across the street, they have what's called Fin and Feather, which is also like very similar. Like, you'll realize a lot of these spots in Atlanta are very similar. Like, you could just go there and catch a vibe. And then if you move a little bit farther down Edgewood, you have BQE. And people may tell you that BQE has the best brunch in the city of Atlanta. I've never been to BQE for brunch. Like, I've only caught BQE on like the off days. But BQE is definitely a go-to spot here in Atlanta. And then also on Edgewood, you have Cafe Circa, and they also have a little rooftop lounge too. So yeah, Edgewood is low-key kind of lit. Like, if you're trying to have a good time, like if you're just trying to go out and have fun, you can go to Edgewood. Like, if you're not trying to be bougie, don't go to Edgewood. If you're trying to be bougie, go to like Buckhead. Go to like the Blues and the Pashas of the world, the Whiskey Blues. But if you're just trying to have like some good, plain fun, then definitely go to Edgewood. Okay, so another really touristy spot in Atlanta is Boogaloo. And people go to Boogaloo for the swings. Like, there is honestly and truly nothing special about Boogaloo as compared to all of the other lounges. People just like to go there, take a little cute little picture on the swings. Child, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all have that. So, moving right along, you have Sahara and O2 Lounge. Those are actually right next to each other in Buckhead in a little plaza. Like, if you're at Blue, Sahara and O2 are right across the street. And then you also have Botanico over there, which is actually more of a restaurant, but if you're looking for a rooftop, definitely at Botanico or Gypsy Kitchen. So moving on to bars. So bars, when I say bars, these are like way more chill, like kind of just walk in, have a couple drinks or whatever. You can go to Peter Street, and on Peter Street, like I said, Escobar's on Peter Street, but I'm talking like Spin and all those more college-y types of spots over in Edgewood. And I say that they're more college-like because if you've heard me talk about it in one of my other videos, then you know that the Atlanta University Center is over there, the AUC. Shout out to my HBCUs of the world. I went to an HBCU myself. For those who don't know what the AUC is, it's the Atlanta University Center, which is comprised of Spelman, Morehouse, and Clark Atlanta University. So, because it's so close to the AUC, a lot of those students migrate over to Peter Street and hang out. So, like, all those bars right there on Peter Street, you're going to get a lot of college students. And, no offense to y'all. No offense to y'all, but like, Okay, another bar is U Bar. Now, this is going a little bit more towards the south side. Well, not a little bit more towards the south side. This is definitely south side. This is Camp Creek for sure. And U Bar is like, at this point, I feel like it's an Atlanta staple. You can go to U Bar, catch a game. U Bar is probably most famous for the mechanical bull that they have in there. There's another bar. It's a gay club, not a club, but like a bar in Midtown. It's called Bulldogs. And I haven't been there, but I know a lot of my coworkers have been there and they like it. It's a go-to spot for the LGBTQ plus community. Ooh, another one of my favorite bars. Ooh. Okay, so this is actually more of a sports bar, but I absolutely love it. It's called Twin Peaks, and it's actually a franchise. So they have a bunch of places, but they have one specifically in Atlanta over near like Lenox. And I love it. Like, they always have good drink specials, okay? They have some food specials too, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But I know for sure they do have drink specials. And you can go there and catch a game. Like, they always play all the games. Like, they have like 20, 30 TVs in there. Wear your little shirts and stuff. You know, I like to dress up. Like, I like to wear my little jersey with my skirts and my heels. Like, I like to dress up on game days. I don't know about y'all, but I do. So Twin Peaks is definitely my go-to. Okay, so now we're moving on to the clubs. So the club scene in Atlanta, I mean, honestly, you have so many. Like, you have so many. You have Opium, Aurum, Sweet. I would honestly even consider Sweet to be a club. Medusa, 1145. There are so many. And then, like, just taking a step forward in the club scene, you have what's called after hours spot. Okay, listen, one thing about Atlanta, people will party all day. They'll party all evening. They'll party all night and then hit Waffle House at 6 o'clock in the morning like it's nothing. Some of the after hour spots, you have Republic. Revel just opened up as an after hour spot. You have Orem is an after hour spot, and then you can always hit Waffle House. That's low key an after hour spot because I mean, where else is there to go at 3 o'clock in the morning? Okay, so now we're gonna get into the booty clubs. Okay, the strip clubs. So some of the strip clubs in Atlanta, obviously, Magic City, Strokers, Allure. Hold on, let's just take a second. Let's take a second for Follies. Okay, yeah, long live Follies. Follies no longer exists. I don't know the backstory. Don't ask me in the comments what happened to Follies. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Follies. But Follies is no longer a thing. And then there's also another strip club that a lot of people really don't know about. It's called Cheetahs, and it's right in Midtown, like right on Spring Street. And let me just say, it's a little bit more cultured. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Blue Flame, oh my God, how could I forget Blue Flame? Blue Flame is another great strip club in Atlanta. Okay, so now we're gonna get into like cigar lounges. Personally, me, I like to hang out at cigar lounges. I just like the grown and sexy vibes. I like the type of people that hang out at cigar lounges. Like, I like being around that professional crowd, that low-key bougie crowd. Like, we about our business, but we still like to turn up and have a good time, okay? And ladies, cigar lounges are also a great place to find a man. Okay, but yeah, so some great cigar lounges. Fellowship, that's Cam Newton's spot, one of my personal favorites. The food is awesome, and they have a really nice humidor there too. I will say they have one of the nicest humidors I've seen. You have Cigar City, you have Monticello, you have Patio, and a lot of them do live music throughout the week too. I know for sure Patio does, I know for sure Cigar City does, and I know for sure Fellowship does. So definitely, if that's something that you're into, definitely hit those up. And then lastly, we're going to get into the Speakeasies. So these are like the more chill spots, the more low-key spots. So I divided this one up into like Speakeasies and cafes. So with Speakeasies, I'm talking about like low-key. Like, you gotta have a code to get in, or you either have to know. Like, it's one of those spots, if you know, you know. One of them is called Red Phone Booth. I haven't been to that one, but I have been to the James Room. Listen, that thing is low-key. It's like on the backside of a building, inside of a coffee shop, and then you have to open a separate door inside the coffee shop to get in there. So it's like, if you don't know about it, you're not gonna be there. Another one is called Parlor, and it's right on Peter Street. You've probably passed it so many times if you live in Atlanta, or if you've been to Peter Street, but it's right there on the corner of, I wanna say, Fair Street and Peter Street. Like right on the side of that building where they have that parking lot where you pay to park. Look on the side of that building, you'll see it says Parlor, and there's a small door, and it's a lounge, and it's so cute, and it's so like, intimate, and yeah, low-key. And then as far as cafes go, you have Apache Cafe, which is like an OG Atlanta spot. Like, everybody loves Apache. It's more of a cafe, but they sell drinks. Sometimes they do hookahs, but you can go there for like open mics. You can go there for, I don't know, live music, like that real free-spirited type of feel, if you get what I'm saying. So you can go there, or you can go to Cat's Cafe. Very similar to Apache Cafe. Not as cultured as Apache Cafe, because Apache Cafe is like real deal Atlanta. But Cat's Cafe is definitely cool too. Definitely a little bit smaller. So yeah, definitely check out those two. Alright, y'all, so that is my Atlanta nightlife survival guide. I'm sure I forgot maybe one or two just based off of human error, but definitely, if there's something that I missed, let me know in the comments, okay? Let me know, or let everybody know in the comments, and I'll list in the description everything that I named in categories by like lounge, club, speakeasy, cigar lounge, strip club, after hours. I got y'all in the description, okay? So, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, I talk about Atlanta all the time on my channel. And if there's a topic that you have a request on, definitely feel free to leave me a comment and listen. I got y'all. So, with that being said, follow me on Instagram at Brianna J. Weaver, and I will see you in my next video. Later.